Well, hello and happy after Halloween Friday weigh-in day. How are you doing? How did this week go for you? Did you make it? Did you get past the candy monster? Did you make it past Halloween without blowing it? Or was it a disaster and you're spending this week kind of recouping? Well, I'm very happy to be able to say that I did make it through this Halloween much better than last Halloween. I was not yet taping, I was not yet vlogging last year, Halloween. So I have no footage to show you, but last year was a disaster. I ate everything. I ate all the candies, all of them. And this year I'm just so proud of myself for being able to get through Halloween. I don't even think I had a single piece of candy on Halloween. If I did, it was one or two, but it was nowhere near like the going crazy kind of thing. This year, did great. So this week, how did I do on the scale? Well, let's just take a look. So there you have it, 0.6 up. So I did pretty good, right? I had a great week. I really did have a great week, and that is not a lie. Let me tell you how this week went. So I had recitals this past week, being a music teacher, had 2 recitals, and on the day, I indulged in some sweets. Everybody brings things to share and delicious stuff, and of course all your students want you to taste all of their things. So I indulged. I think I went over on Saturday by like 4 weeklies, but I had them to spend. Sunday was a different kind of day. Sunday, I went back to a gathering with the people from the retreat that I went to. I'm beginning to think that maybe it's not the best thing. No, I'm just kidding. This shirt, thankfully, is getting a little big. So, a little NSV here. My shirt's falling off. But anyway, went back to a gathering with these folks, and it was a smorgasbord, an absolute feast, just food all over the place. And I indulged. Let me just tell you guys, it was such an eye-opener and such a wake-up call for me that I am not over my big girl binge eating issues. And I don't know if I ever will be. I think that is why we have tools like the Weight Watchers program. That is why this program is my program of choice for the rest of my life, because it is the way that I keep myself reined in. If I didn't have Weight Watchers, I am clearly seeing every time I'm put into a social eating situation where there's just food galore, I lose my freaking mind all over again. And so it is this program that lets me know you have had enough. You have had enough. Even if your tummy doesn't tell you you haven't had enough, if your brain doesn't kick in and say, hey girl, you've had enough, you had enough. Okay, this is enough points for the day. You are done. Stick a fork in that, girl. You are done, right? So I'm so grateful for that, because Sunday was a 72-point day, and it was like a, gosh, girl, come on, get it, right? So I pretty much ate all of my weeklies. But the thing that challenged me is that it wasn't a conscious, I'm going to eat my weeklies like most weekends. It was, I did this without thinking. You know, I just saw food and went nuts, right? But I still didn't eat outside of plan. I did not overeat this weekend. So I get to Monday, and my family is, excuse me, my family is considering moving more towards a plant-based diet, kind of vegan. And so I was like, okay, just for the encouragement of them and to kind of be all in one mind, I said, okay, although I know that my body really responds best to high protein, more of a keto lifestyle. I unfortunately can't do a full out keto lifestyle like I love right now because of my gallbladder issues. So, but hopefully as we heal those up, one day I will be able to do that, focus more on, high healthy fats, medium carbs. Medium proteins, low carb. But for right now, I know that my body really responds best to protein. I need protein. So I made the change to this plant-based lifestyle with my family. And so we're eating a lot of vegetables and fruits and things like that. Those are all no smart points for the most part. So what I find is that when I eat that way, whole foods, I really, really struggle to be able to get my points in. So that's something that I'll have to work on. And that was an issue that I had way back in the beginning of starting Weight Watchers was, the 5 to 8 fruits that you're supposed to, 5 to 8 vegetables that you were supposed to get back in the day. And I can never get all my points in. So I noticed that that was a struggle, an old struggle that seemed to come back. Like, how am I supposed to get 44 points in when I'm eating fruits and vegetables and very filling, very fibrous foods? So Monday and Tuesday, I struggled to get all my points in, and just full disclosure, I ate probably 8 to 10 less points a day, not trying, not because I wanted to or not because I was trying to cut points. I wasn't. So by Wednesday, I found that I was kind of trying to throw a little bit of junk back in there just to get my points up. So I don't know if that might have had something to do with it, eating all the vegetables, mainly vegetables, because I know that too many fruits and I don't get along either. So mainly lots of vegetables. I've been crazy about Brussels sprouts this week. Who does that? Like, who's crazy about Brussels sprouts? But I had a big container of Brussels sprouts from Sprouts twice this week for dinner, and I was like so happy and so full. So then everything was going great. I weigh every day. If you don't and you feel like that's bad, I'm sorry. For me, it's what I need. I like to see how different foods and different things affect my body, so I weigh every single day. So by Thursday morning, I was very happy because I had lost everything that I gained, and I was 0.2 pounds down from that. So that made me super, super happy. I was excited. I was like, it's going to be another great weigh-in this week, and I'm going to be back on track, right? Well, then I had a butternut squash incident. Who knew? Okay, this crazy body of mine, I love my body, bless its heart. It has so many little issues and things that not the normal person has. So I didn't tell you guys a few weeks ago when I was on pumpkin everything, I had an issue with some pumpkin. I had made an entire pumpkin, used everything from the whole pumpkin, and I need to post those things because I still have that video to share. But I took some pumpkin meat, some raw pumpkin meat, and I threw it in my smoothie. Oh my gosh, how sick did that make me? I mean, I got so violently sick. Within 15-20 minutes, like, my head was swimming. I felt nauseous. I got hot, that hot, nasty feeling when you're getting sick. And then I was in the restroom, excuse me, TMI, for a while. And then it took me like that whole day to recuperate from that. Well, I made my little butternut squash. I posted it on Instagram this week. I was so happy. It tasted delicious. I only had like 3 little slices before I felt that same familiar feeling from when I had the raw pumpkin. So it wasn't as violent, it wasn't as horrible, but what I noticed is I did get dizzy, I did get nauseous, I didn't get hot, and I didn't have to go to the bathroom, but I felt so tired and so sick for a while. I ate that at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wasn't feeling better until probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And so I made myself get up and I did my 5,000 steps during Scandal. That was probably another issue. I try not to work out on the night of before weigh-in. So needless to say, when I woke up this morning, I know that something weird happened yesterday with my body. When I woke up, number one, TMI, first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, what? You go to the restroom. Barely anything happened. I felt so heavy and so tired. Like, my muscles felt like I had done like three Zumba classes or something. It was very, very weird feeling this morning. And I feel much better now, but I feel like my body is holding on to every bit of water in the world. Like I just feel squishy and gross. So I really do think that that's got a lot to do with this 0.6 up on the scale. So I am not sweating it today, you guys. I totally am not. I know I had a good week. Yes, I used all my weeklies, every single one of them, but all those other things that I just explained to you. So I feel pretty confident that I am still on track and that next week that weight loss will show up. So if you're going through anything like that, please be encouraged. 1 week, even 2 weeks. Look, for me, it was 0.6 last week, which was very deserved, and then 0.6 this week, which I feel is not deserved. Don't let that get in your head. Don't let that knock you off. I'm going to keep doing the right things, and I'm going to just notice what's happened, what was different. I share all these things just in case something like that happens for you too, and you're wondering what it could possibly be. So my game plan for this week is, once again, I'm getting out all those parts of the program and making sure that they're there. For me, I'm going to put more protein back into my diets. Even if we do plant-based in my family, I am still going to look for those plant-based sources of protein, like black beans and chia seeds and things like that. And I'm probably going to eat some chicken. I already told them that. So we'll see. But I do know that my body probably needs a little bit more protein to work effectively. I'm going to work to get my 88 ounces of water, and I'm going to continue to try to get my 5,000 steps, and I'm going to stick with 5,000 steps for 1 more week because I didn't do fantastic this week. I'm not going to try to kick it up to the 6,000 until I get through a great week. And then I'm going to try to get my behind to 2 Zumba classes this week because I'm just paying for this gym membership and not going. So that's my plan, Stan. And I'm going to go downstairs and plan out some meals. And of course, they'll be a little bit more plant-based. And so if that's exciting to you, then definitely keep watch. There'll be plenty of other things that are not plant-based, so don't worry about that. But that is a focus of my family right now. So it'll be an adventure and something to learn about. So I hope you all did well on the scale this week. Definitely let me know how you did, how I can support you. Do stop by Instagram and see me over there. It's very interactive and we just like to have fun. So anyway, have a great weekend and I'll see you soon.
If you've enjoyed this weekly weigh-in video and the way I see it, please take a moment to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. I love having you around. I'll see you soon.